Did you hear that the Late Show with Stephen Colbert is being canceled? I mean, everybody knows this has to do with Donald Trump. It's pretty sad. I mean, don't feel too bad for him because he's a millionaire, but it's just sad that now politics is in what you watch on TV. And so basically, what happened was Stephen Colbert is like a left leaning television program, right? The Late Show. And he goes on there and he says that Paramount, the company that owns CBS and The Late Show, um, they came to a deal in a lawsuit that Donald Trump has against them. And they paid him $16 million, right? And he talks about it on the show, and he calls it a bribe. And then 2 days later, after that, he announces on his show that they have canceled not just him and The Late Show, like, they've totally canceled The Late Show altogether. So there won't be a replacement. And they're going to end it in May 2026. So it's clear that they didn't like what he said in his show, and Donald Trump probably didn't like what he said after they just came up with this deal for $16 million or something. And so they canceled his show. I mean, hopefully another network will have a Late Show. They can't use the same name, probably. But can you imagine all of the years? Who was it? Jay Leno? What's his name? David Letterman? Like, who are the other people who hosted The Late Show? Right? I think this is just sad. That you can't have a separate opinion. So, yeah, pretty upsetting. Like I said, he's probably not, like, he's out of a job, yeah. But I wasn't even really thinking about him so much being out of a job. It takes a lot to put together a television show. Think of all the people who work at, I think this is filmed at Radio City Music Hall, right? Think of all the people who work at Radio City Music Hall who aren't going to be working anymore. Think of the pages that work on this show, the floor directors that work on this show, the lighting specialists that work on this show, the audio specialists that work on this show, the musicians because it's a live band, right? All the assistants, the people who do like the clothing and wardrobe. I mean, think about the people who do all the writing for this show, all the planning and preparing and cleaning and, ushers and all that stuff. They're all out of a job in May. So pretty bad. End of an era too.